What is up, everybody? Welcome to Party on Broad. This is my favorite show of the entire year. It's our second Eagles mock draft of the year. Today we are doing 4 rounds. We're going to be doing no trades. PFF.com now has up to 5 rounds in their mock draft simulator. And if you're watching us live, please be sure to comment, grade, talk trash on all of our selections. I promise you, we've been breaking it down for months. So it should be a really fun show. Joining me, my man Ryan Reese at Philly Sports PSA of Philly Sports Alliance. What's good, Ryan?
Not much, man. Yeah, these shows are the greatest. I love doing mock drafts all year long, and just learning about these prospects, and just by the time April comes, it's like Christmas, honestly. So this is all just prep work leading up to one of the greatest days of the NFL calendar.
Yeah, man, we're almost in November. Like we're getting there, man. We're heading into week 10 of college football. Like we're a month away from like really the grind for the 2024 NFL draft begins, because that's when you start to somewhat finalize some rankings. Because I'll tell you right now, I've ranked every single position in this year's class. It is all out the window. I think my preseason rankings, as expected, are going to be completely different than my final rankings. Me and Ryan, we did one earlier, and if I remember correctly, it was a 2-round Eagles mock, and Ryan kicked my ass. I think it wasn't even close. I think
I happened to fall into some good players. I think in that one, I think we were doing trades maybe.
Okay.
And I think I may traded up for Jeremiah Trotter, and then got JT Sanders, the elusive tight end 2, who will eventually take over for Goddard in my mock draft. So, yeah, it's man, I just love these. I love the potential of adding great talent to an already talented team.
All right. Do you want to lead us off? You won. Should you lead us off?
Sure. Yeah. Let's go. All right. So, like I said, we're not doing any trades as much as they may offer them to us. So I'm just going to kind of start this draft. Caleb Williams, Drake May,
Chop Robinson, number 4.
Yeah.
Interesting. Again, this is brand new. Like, I don't know PFF's big board. I haven't done one of these since the summer. So that we're all kind of like reacting to this.
Yeah, exactly. We're all kind of just learning how these are right now. All right, so let's go up a little bit here. See if I can just kind of. Yeah, it looks like Xavier Worthy. Kalen King just missed.
That sucks.
That would have been a no-brainer.
That sucks. Cameron Kinchins is a really good player too.
Yeah. I know. I mean, J.C. Latham, Cooper. Oh, jeez.
I gotta lie, this would be a bummer if.
There is no way I wouldn't. I mean, Kool-Aid at 14, I think is pretty. Joe Alt at 13, like.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I would have absolutely traded up. All right, so we obviously got a couple of quarterbacks sitting on the top of the big board here. Bo Nix and J.J. McCarthy. You have a very talented wide receiver, Donnie Mitchell. Ooh, JT. Oh, man, that's a good one, too. Oh, there's my boy Sanders there, sitting there. Shador. Kalen. Man.
Kalen's nice.
Yeah. Oh, man. See, it's tough. You have a lot of, it's hard to know what their needs are going to be at this point, but I'm gonna stay kind of, I don't want to call it safe, but and something that I know they're always going to need, and probably Howie might be on the phone trying to get one for us right now, but I'm gonna go with another defensive line player. I'm gonna go with JT here from Ohio State. Listen, this dude is absolutely talented. Comes from a great school. They produce such good, defensive linemen. It's a no-brainer that the Eagles would focus again on the trenches. As much as I would love to grab Sanders or Bullock, that's more of a kind of a luxury, sexy pick. But I'm thinking like I'm bringing my inner Howie out. I'm gonna go JT here, and we'll see kind of how the rest of the how my rest of my second round goes. But we'll switch over to you, and we'll do round pick.
All right, let's roll. 4-round Eagles mock. Let's get it rolling. Start the draft. Drake May, number 1 over Caleb Williams.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes. All right, we are rolling up to my selection. Guys, if you're watching us live, comment your thoughts. Rosin BN says offensive line. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's plenty of O-linemen that would have loved to have fallen to me. Again, inner Howie, go with the trenches, baby.
Yep. I'll be honest. I don't even know who this Talise Fuega guy is out of Oregon State. That's the guy I need to look up.
Clearly.
This is educational. Keon Coleman's one of my favorite wide receivers in this class.
Yeah.
I would hate to see Brock Bowers go to Washington. After we just saw Logan Thomas carve up the Eagles linebackers and safeties. Nate Wiggins, love that guy. Michael Penix, good for him. Number 19, love to see that. Dallas Turner falling to 22. Will Anderson Jr. is nuts.
Wow. Man. Yeah. Oh, don't look at 26.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, that's good.
And Josh Newton is nice too. Your pick, JT, went to the Chiefs. Let's see who's on my board. Not promising. Not promising. My goodness. I'm looking at who's available. I like Denzel Burke a lot. Mason Smith is really nice. I can't believe he fell. I think he's a first-round talent.
Yeah, agreed.
Just has some injury issues. Man, this is not easy, man. This is not easy. I'm going to go – Rod Moore is nice. I like Rod Moore a lot. Let me roll. I'm going to go Cooper DeJean for the Philadelphia Eagles. DeJean is somewhat rumored to go to transition to safety at the next level, but he's a guy that can play in the box. He can play in the slot. He's a ball hawk, not unlike Kevin Byard. So he's a guy that can kind of do a lot of things. And we know the Eagles and Sean Desai love those kind of guys. So give me Cooper DeJean falling to number 32. I actually really like that pick.
You might as well go your second round. We'll kind of just go 2.
All right. So we are rolling on here to the next Eagles selection.
Oh, Mason Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, so close. Bullock.
Kalen Bullock is nice. Let's skim through here and see who is available. Blake Curum's still sitting there. Riley Leonard's my guy. Oh my gosh. You know where I'm going with this one. I've had enough of Kenny Gainwell. I want a running back here for the red zone that can be a really good fit with Swift moving forward. And the guy that I love, and I've been obsessing over him for a long time, all season long, and that's Trey Benson, a running back out of Florida State. He's a north-south guy. He's like 6'1", like 218 pounds. He's actually a pretty decent route runner as well. But he's a chain mover, and he's very explosive. Give me Trey Benson. I don't know if Howie would ever take a running back at number 48, but I am. So I'm Howie Roseman. Give me Trey Benson here for my second pick. And the Eagles fans won't have to complain about running the damn ball anymore. They've got one. They've got a great one in Trey Benson.
That's a great pick. I love that kid, man. He is fun to watch. That's for sure. So if you haven't checked out Florida State, they got a couple of nice offensive weapons there to keep you entertained. That's for sure. All right, so I'm on the clock with 48. It's just kind of my boy JT Sanders went to Houston, as they're slowly building quite a nice team there. Bo Nix to Green Bay. Oh boy. Giants get a nice wide receiver. All right.
Oh my God.
Saints with Bullock. All right, let's see.
I just realized something.
What's that?
I'm going to tell you right now because I just want you to be aware. But my draft went all the way to the bottom of round 2, and you know who's sitting there? Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Oh, I know. Believe me, I already have it up here. Believe me, when I didn't see him right away, I was like, yeah, he definitely fell in PFF's rankings, and I will act accordingly. But yeah, so I went with defensive edge. Man, ooh, I got a couple of nice defensive line players there as well. Mason Smith, Princely. Oh, jeez, guys. Benson, that was a great pick. I love that too. There's my boy. Kingsley. Man. It's funny. It's like, I think we all have our own rankings in our own head, and it's like, it's kind of fun to kind of see where other places have theirs. But, listen, I think, I really like Denzel Burke as well. And listen, as much as we love taking from the SEC, looks like I'm doubling up on the Ohio State Big Ten champions for quite some time. Always dominating the Big Ten. So not a bad draft, prospect to school. So I'll go Denzel Burke, bolster that cornerback room. Hopefully one of those, young undrafted corners kind of rises. Maybe the Eli Ricks, and kind of Burke might be the future of the corners in the Philadelphia Eagles. So Denzel Burke is my selection here.
It's a great selection. Selection. You want to just go ahead and go next?
Yeah, I'll finish my next one. And I think I would have. I honestly, Kingsley would have been my absolute pick right there. Damn. All right. What is the Eagles' next pick? Is at 97. There's no way I can pull this off.
Scroll down, man.
No way I can pull this off. Yeah, there's no way. As much as I think you know exactly what I'm trying to get. I can't risk it as much as I would, honestly, in a heartbeat. Trey Benson being there at the end of second round, I would absolutely do that. I think in an ideal world, I would trade up from 97 to grab the player I'm about to get. So, I'm going Trot. I'm sorry. Yeah. I've loved this kid since he was at St. Joe's, and reading about him there, and again following his career since he's been at Clemson. I just think this guy, just the history, the need. I think it all falls into line, and he literally could be. Honestly, I think he literally could be a Brian Dawkins type player in the fact of just the love he would get from the Philadelphia fans. Yeah. I think, again, if he is who we all hope he could be and be just as good as his father, if not better, he has a chance to be a legend in this town. And I'm going to take him at the back end of the second round. Easy decision. As much as I would, there's probably about 5 or 6 other players I definitely would have grabbed. But yeah, I'll go with my boy Trot Jr.
You're gonna get votes. You're gonna get votes for sure. I'll make this quick. I'm at 64 here. For the sake, yeah, I love Jeremiah Trotter Jr. If you get him in the second round, that's a steal.
Yeah.
He's a ball hawk. We have Amoni in the house saying, "Go Birds!" Thanks for joining.
What's up, money?
For the sake of doing things differently, I'm going to go with a guy that I've mocked to the Eagles several times. And he's there. He's there.
Nice.
I'm going to go Kingsley Suamataia. He's a massive tackle prospect. You look at, Lane Johnson going down, and what do we see? Jack Driscoll get beaten like a drum, man. Kingsley Suamataia has elite tools. He's 6'7", 6'8", elite length, great athlete, 5-star prospect, elite prospect, and the tools that he has in a system with the Eagles, man, is too much to pass on. So I'm going to go Kingsley for number 64 to the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a great pick. Like I said before, my end of the second round pick, Kingsley just got taken a pick or two before that. He would have been an easy choice there as well. You also had I thought I saw Guyton from Oklahoma.
Guyton's really good.
Yep. Yeah, so there probably would have been a tough choice for Howie to make of what tackle he really wanted, but still good choice, great need. At the end of the second, can't beat it.
Yep. All right, I'm going to quickly skim here.
Hey, Tate Ratledge.
There he is. There's Trey. There's Trey. Love Trey Henderson. Here's my Eagles target of the week, Audric Estime. Oh, this class is so loaded with really intriguing day 2, day 3 running backs, man. Like Audric Estime is a beast, man. Henderson is a beast.
Yeah.
Those are all guys that fit us really well. Junior Colson's one of my favorite players.
Oh, yeah.
I've got decisions to make, man. Ricky Pearsall is a slot wide receiver, like very agile slot guy that great hands that would fit really well in our system. Max Melton's a really good player. Jordan Travis falling.
Ooh.
Will Shipley is a great kind of third down running back receiver type. Andrew Makuba.
Oh, Makuba. Wow. They really have him low. Jeez.
James Williams is like a 6'4" safety prospect. My gosh. I'm going to go. I want to find a guy that can. Oh, man, this is a tough decision.
Yeah, it is.
I've done this in a while. I'm hurting here. I like Eichenberg a lot. See, I feel like I would pick Junior Colson in this situation. Just a phenomenal athlete for Michigan defense. But I don't know how many people know him yet.
No,
I think
you're right.
Will know him after the draft process because he's going to blow up the combine.
Yeah.
He's an elite athlete. So I would probably go Junior Colson in my head, but I'm going to go for the W. I'm going to go Troy Franklin, wide receiver out of Oregon,
nice.
to throw into my slot in between Devontae and A.J. Brown next year. I think Troy Franklin is a great route runner. He has great size at 6'3", great hands, big-time playmaker, can take the top off of defense. Just a roided version of Quez, honestly. Obviously not as fast, but bigger and stronger, better route runner. And I'm going to go Troy Franklin, man. He's nice.
Yeah. No, that's and again, it's kind of a luxury pick as far as, the fact of the matter is we do have 2 amazing wide receivers, and we just haven't figured out that slot. We haven't figured out that number 3, and man, he could come in there and just instantly take over. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, so let me see. We have my 3rd round pick. So I got 2 Ohio Staters and a Clemson Got an edge, got a corner, and got a linebacker. Let's see. What do I have left here? Oh, okay. Troy Franklin went 2 picks prior. Okay.
Yeah, I like a lot of these guys, man.
Yeah, I did too.
I like this draft a lot.
Yeah, no, and honestly, you hit the nail on the head there. There's a lot of day 2, day 3 running backs that I think are going to be something in this league.
Will Shipley is nice, man. He's a great athlete.
Yeah.
Jaheim Bell is kind of a gadget guy. Can be a running back, tight end. He's kind of a hybrid.
Yeah, he's definitely the old school athlete.
Yep.
Audric
Estime is one of my favorite players in this draft.
Yeah, no, he's really come along. Well, listen, I'm going to go for what I feel like again is a good need, something that may or may not be something that to take over for a starter here, but it's definitely a need. We got to figure out this tackle after Lane Johnson. And I've been, I'm a big Pitt guy, so I have been following Mac and Covers, and I think he could kind of come in kind of like Tyler Steen and just fight for this position and get inside this system that the Eagles have built for their offensive line, and just I think he could really provide not only some depth while we figure out the Lane Johnson situation, but potentially be the guy to take over. I mean, I know Steen is certainly going to be in the mix there, but I think it wouldn't hurt to have a little competition there. So as much as I would have liked to have gotten a tackle a little earlier, some bigger names, but I really like this guy from Pitt, and I'm going to add him to the trenches there.
Awesome.
All right, let's see. My next pick is what? My next and my last pick is at 137. Oh boy, it's a long wait. Let's hope somebody. Makuba just went. Dang it. Bell just. Williams just went. My God. Oh, why? Hello. Oh. Well, okay. Wow. Cooper Beebe.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So who you got the Giants taking? We didn't do the Giants, but I can scroll up and let you know who.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Giants got. We're only doing the Eagles in this one. The Giants selected Marvin Harrison Jr.
Jeez.
I don't like that.
I don't like
that. And to make matters worse, Brock Bowers went to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
So next up for the New York Giants, they went Chris Jenkins, a defensive tackle out of Michigan. Jenkins is a stud, man. That's a great pick for the Giants. Next up for the Giants in round 3, Billy Bowman Jr., a safety out of Oklahoma. I can't really tell you much about him. He's not on my top defensive back big board, so I'll have to look him up. And then we are into round 4 right now, and Roman Wilson, wide receiver out of Michigan. So the New York Giants dipping into Michigan big time here, man.
Yeah.
We need a quarterback, says the New York Giants. Not good, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Who took Caleb? On mine, shockingly, Drake May went number 1 to the Arizona Cardinals, and the Bears got Caleb Williams.
Oh, wow.
I'm happy for it. Like, I would be happy for the Bears there.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, they probably might end up with the first overall pick again, but
yeah,
we'll see. Listen, I have to go with this guy. Cole Bishop is certainly, this is a guy you put on to me, and the fact that he's sitting there at 137, it's again, it's a clear need. I know we just traded for Bayard. I know there's Reed Blankenship, but this is certainly something that the Eagles need to really figure out moving forward. And Cole Bishop, honestly, is he's a great athlete, and he is the leader of that Utah defense. And yeah, I just think this would be a no-brainer for myself to grab Cole Bishop at the end of my mock draft here. So
Cole Bishop is so good, man. So that's one of my favorite picks. Bishop is a leader for that Utah defense, man.
Yeah.
And that defense has been carrying that team.
Big time. Oh yeah, yeah. They've had some impressive wins.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna just do my quick pick here.
Yep.
I'm on the clock, and I'm gonna stick to offense, which I'm surprised I did. I'm gonna go Cade Stover. Cade Stover is a tight end for Ohio State who's putting up ridiculous receiving numbers, but he has limited upside as a receiver. What Cade Stover excels at is blocking. He's one of the premier blockers in this draft, a nasty blocker. We know the Eagles love them, like a TE2 that can block really well, pass block, run block. He's good. He's breaking records for Ohio State big time. And within like an Ohio State offense that has Marvin Harrison Jr. and Emeka Egbuka, like his numbers are right there with them. So let's do this real quick. Here is my draft. Again, please be sure to subscribe or follow us on Twitter because we will be doing a mock. What is that called? Dual mock or no? I don't know what it's called. We're going to be putting my draft versus Ryan's draft,
and we're going to do
a dueling draft.
Dueling draft, right? Yeah, we'll put it to a vote. See what mock draft you like better. Listen, you hit here all the positions I feel like we're gonna need. Obviously we need corner help. We need to figure out again the eventual replacement for our two older corners. We still need to figure out the slot. Benson comes in and I think just compliments Swift in such a nice way. Kingsley has the ability to take over for Lane Johnson without a doubt. And listen, Franklin, I think, again, comes in, instant slot receiver. And I honestly thought about Cade Stover at my pick. I just went a different direction. But, yeah, Cade Stover is definitely on my list of tight ends to watch for sure this season. So I think he did a fantastic job. And honestly, I think some of the PFF ranking grades are kind of silly. D- for Benson. Like, get out of here.
This is a straight A for me. Like, these are all some of my favorite players, favorite prospects in this draft. DeJean gives you the versatility. Benson is a guy that fits immediately in this system. Suamataia is a phenomenal prospect in his own right. Troy Franklin is electric. If anybody's watched Oregon, watch him this weekend because you're going to see him light up USC's defense. Make sure to watch that. And then Cade Stover is a nasty tight end, man. He's a great prospect that's shattering Ohio State records for tight ends. He's going to go down as one of the best tight ends in Ohio State history.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody knows about him. I don't think anybody knows who Cade Stover is.
No, honestly, I think offensively, the wide receivers get all the love, and that's all you're going to hear about. And he's just quietly just having himself a year. And honestly, it's it's guys like that I think end up being really good pros that just come in, do their job, and don't need all the fanfare that some of these receivers are getting. And it goes under the radar, and he'll fall again to a good team that'll utilize him. So hopefully the Eagles reap that benefit.
All right, here is Ryan's squad. Go ahead.
So I will say I am surprised I didn't go with a tight end because I do love me some tight ends. But listen,
out so fast.
Yeah. Listen, I went a little Big Ten heavy early. I went with an edge and JT Tua Malolua. And corner Denzel Burke again. Need to kind of add to that cornerback room, get the eventual replacement for Slay, Bradbury. He can come in and be on the field pretty much right away, along with JT kind of in the mix there, so to speak. I got my favorite player, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the future legend Eagle, that's going to come in. Him and Dean are going to absolutely. That's right. This guy knows.
You're going to get votes, and I'm going to be
so bad about it. Yeah, he's going to come in with Dean, and the Eagles are going to have some fun linebackers again, and I'll be doing backflips, loving every second of it. I went with a tackle from Pitt, who I think is kind of, again, under the radar. This is a guy that can kind of come in, provide some depth, and eventually kind of maybe fight with Tyler Steen to figure out the eventual Lane Johnson replacement. Again, kind of coming in to this wonderful offensive line, a family that they've built there at the Philadelphia Eagles. They just produce great players. So, and then to finalize my mock draft, I went with safety Cole Bishop, who I think was super low rated here by PFF. So I reaped the benefits there of getting Cole Bishop, adding him to the D-backs room, to it already now with Kevin Byard and Reed Blankenship, a pretty decent safety room now. And just need to all figure it out and figure out who's going to be where. And they got some depth finally. So it'll be good.
Yeah, I love this draft. I'm really excited about this for the fact that, like, you went heavy defense, I went heavy offense. So there's some nice contrast when we throw these out for votes. I'm excited in this one. But JT is an amazing prospect, elite prospect, 5-star recruit, 6'4", good size, good athlete, great athlete. He's a playmaker, man. He's a ball hog. He's a guy that's always getting tackles for losses, fumble recoveries. Like, he's a very active defender. Denzel Burke in round 2 is ridiculous. He's arguably CB1. He's going to be in that discussion in a few months from now. He's that good. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is sensational. What he's so good at is just getting into the backfield. His A to B is off the charts, especially as a blitzer. He's really special. I know we talked about Matt Goncalves, but I honestly haven't really looked into him. But ironically, my Eagles player of the week for BGN was Trey Benson. I think Trey Benson at Florida State plays Pittsburgh this weekend.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll
can't wait for them to get shellacked like they did last week. But keep your eye on him, man. He's pretty decent. He does his job, so that's for sure.
Yep. And then Cole Bishop put up elite numbers in 2022. Hasn't had that same production, but if you watch some of his tape, man, he's a ball hawk, great safety prospect. I like him a lot as well.
He's a smart player, and you can see it. He passes the eye test easy,
A great special teamer too, phenomenal special teamer. That was a great section. I think it's a little. The fact that you got Trotter Jr. in round 2, I'll give you an A-. I'll give you an A, just slightly less than mine. Just slightly less than mine.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. That wraps it up, man. I guess plugs. Final thoughts on the draft. We haven't done our draft show in a while because of the Phillies and Sixers, and it's just a lot. Stop. So we'll be back for sure next week, breaking down, I guess, week 11 of college football. We're ramping up here, man.
How is it already week 11?
It's gone so fast.
Really has. But
go ahead.
Yeah, listen. I absolutely love doing these mock drafts, and I cannot wait till we're doing mock draft. 78.2. In a couple of months here. But these are fun. It's always kind of fun to see how these different sites, and that's another thing. We use different sites to kind of get a different perspective on how they each kind of do their own rankings. And, obviously we have our own internal rankings, but, it's fun to kind of see throughout the process of the year how these rankings do change. And, again, a lot of the things that we do on our show is, we'll talk about the week, and we'll talk about how their performances do affect their rankings. And the beauty of the draft is, what you see in the beginning is never what you see at the end.
Yeah,
the
never.
fun is in the journey in between. So
Yeah.
we're going to bring all that to you every week. So yeah, now that the Phillies are over and Halloween's, done, and we can finally get back to a normal schedule here. We'll be bringing you some NFL prospects and talk about college football and talking how that all intertwines with the Eagles. So
it really is like the most fun college football season. Like these next few weeks are going to be nuts because there's so many teams in the runnings. Like there's so many big games this weekend, like Alabama versus LSU, and different games that like are big. Like they're going to be game-changing games that are.
I mean, you just mentioned with the Oregon USC game. I mean, that's going to be a fun game. Will Caleb Williams step up against good competition? So no, he won't.
No, Oregon's too good, man. That offense is too elite for that USC defense. Unfortunately,
so. But yeah, listen, this is the beauty of the college football season. So stick with us. We'll be bringing you every week now for the rest of the season and into bowl season. And man, this is fun. I mean, it's fun to think about, but the draft is what, 6 months away?
Yeah. November, December, January, February, March, April. 6.
Yeah.
6-ish months. That's great.
It's gonna go back. It's gonna go back quick. But like I said, we'll pump out mock drafts and we'll pump out more rankings and update big boards, and we'll do that every week for you guys. And honestly, the best place if you're really looking to dive into the college game, into the prospect NFL draft, there's no better place than checking out Edge of Philly Sports YouTube. Honestly, this man over here, I'm pointing the wrong way. This man over here has pumped out so many great videos of just prospect after prospect, of position groups, of we went through each conference. We did top 10. There's so many things that you can learn about these prospects and just get yourself familiar. And it's an easy and it's a fun thing to do. And honestly, the more involved you're in with these prospects, the more fun you have at the draft. I mean, I can't tell you how much fun I have every draft because I'm like, oh my God, this guy, and oh my God, I can't believe he went there. And honestly, this literally is Christmas. The draft is Christmas. It's so much fun, and the work leading up to it is so fun. So get yourself involved, get yourself knowledgeable, learn these prospects, watch the college game. And like I said, head on over to YouTube and start checking out these videos, man. Get your knowledge up. So, and it's all this guy, honestly. This guy's the guru. So
like we have scouting reports, like shorts and all that stuff on all these guys out already. But what's going to be really fun is I've collected and I've kept so every week I've been making shorts of the top prospects, top plays, things like that, highlight reels. And I have them all. So like in a month from now, like there's going to be so much content coming on our breakdowns with highlight reels in the background and video analysis. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. Honestly, it's so much fun. But honestly, just get yourself informed, get knowledgeable about the college game. Again, you don't have to be a big college guy. You don't have to have a team. But it's fun to kind of learn about these teams and these prospects and about these players and just you not only like how they were recruited and where they came from and all that stuff, but kind of just their playing careers throughout college and seeing the progress that these players make and seeing how they're gonna kind of get more even more progress as they venture into the NFL.
All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Comment down below who you think had the better draft. Let us know down below as Ryan points to himself. Again, thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be back next week breaking down everything college football and the NFL draft. He is Ryan Reese. Please be sure to go check out Philly Sports Alliance. I am Dibes. Stay awesome, everyone.